Let me make something nice and sparkling clear. Just because a commercial portrays one person of a particular gender or race in a negative way does not necessarily mean that the commercial is sexist or racist. They are simply portraying a person in a negative way, and that person might just so happen to be a woman, or a man, or black, or white, or whatever. You can't say that a commercial is sexist against a particular gender or racist against a particular race just because one member of that particular race or gender was being portrayed in a negative way. That is not a good argument. Of course, this applies to other forms of media as well, not just commercials. I mean, I don't think the TV show Friends portrays men in a negative way just because Joey does and says stupid things, because I know that's his character. Besides, Ross is a male character on that show, and he is the smartest one of them all. That's also his character. Although I can't say much for his intelligence for wanting to be with Rachel Green, but that's besides the point.
Rachel Green. God, I hate her, Ross. I hate her.
Now, I have talked about a lot of commercials so far in the Misandry in the Media series. Some of these commercials had absolutely no shame and were out and open with their sexism. Most notably would be the click it or ticket commercials where we clearly see all the men there with their pants down, implying they don't buckle up, and the one woman that actually is there does not have this issue. This couldn't be any more blatantly sexist. Then I've shown commercials like the Summer's Eve commercial where a woman actually says,
"Men have their way of freshening up, and we have ours."
Those are just flat out sexist, and it is really just impossible to argue otherwise. But I have also shown commercials where we see just one man acting stupid. It's important to understand that I am not saying that a commercial where a man is being negatively portrayed is in itself sexist. Like I said before, it could just be somebody acting stupid who just so happens to be a man. But here's the thing. So many commercials out there portray men this way. It's not the individual commercials I'm taking offense at, it's the collective trend of commercials that are like this. If I get offended at a commercial that portrays a man as a clumsy, lazy, stupid, useless bum, it's because it's one of many commercials that are like that. As I said before, I try to avoid TV as much as possible, but even in the rare instances I actually do watch it, all the commercials I see are exactly like this. What does this tell me? It tells me how common misandry is in today's media. I have just never seen a reversal of the genders, but even if the gender roles were reversed, the reactions to those commercials would be outrage. Misandry is ignored because it's so common and the average person won't think about it because they're so used to it. A man acting like a moron? Makes sense. Typical guy, right? Man getting hit and hurt by a woman? Ha 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 ha, he had that one coming. But the second you reverse the genders, then it's a completely different story now, isn't it? Now it's, how dare you portray women this way? That's exactly why we don't see commercials like that. Today's society is overly sensitive to a woman's feelings and not sensitive at all to a man's. Whoa, how strange did that sound just now? Men have feelings? Impossible. How can we hurt men's feelings if they don't have any to begin with, right? Misogyny is recognized because that's what's considered to be offensive. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing about misandry. Now here are some recent commercials for Hardee's.
I have 3 kittens that can speak English, and 1 that can speak Cantonese.
This man is full of baloney.
Now this is just one commercial with one man saying something stupid. I can't get mad at this commercial alone. I can't say that it's sexist, that would be hypocritical of me. But look, here's another one.
There's a tap-dancing leprechaun that lives in my tree. His name is Handsome Pete, and he's my best friend.
This man is full of baloney.
And another.
My shower is a teleporter to a galaxy called Botog, where people pretend they are birds.
This man is full of baloney.
And another.
I've been invisible since the day I was born. I wish you could see how handsome I am.
This man is full of baloney.
You see the trend here? See a pattern developing? This man is full of baloney. Would it have killed them to put at least one female in a commercial like that? You see, this is what I'm talking about, people. Interesting how there's no Hardee's commercial where they say, this woman is full of baloney and she is telling some sort of bogus story. Because only that would be sexist and offensive. I really don't like this one. In this McDonald's commercial, a man and a woman are saying things at the same time, but you just know what happens next. One of them will get carried away and say something awkward that the other person will not say. Guess which one of them it is?
This tastes great. You just said you go first. No, you. I was just saying. We did it again. Miniature pony. Rubber bands. An elephant has 4 knees. I think you're pretty.
The man, of course. And then what does she do in response? She just laughs. She doesn't say anything like, and I think you're handsome. Not even a thank you. Just laughs. Just a heh heh heh. I just can't imagine seeing a role reversal for this. How about the woman awkwardly says, I think you're handsome. And the guy just responds with, heh heh heh. Well, that wouldn't be good because then the woman would be in the awkward position. And we can't have that now, can we? What's wrong with you? Somebody tells you you're pretty and you just laugh? I'm a bitch. Here's another McDonald's commercial. In this one, the man is doing ridiculous things in order to save a little bit of money.
What are you doing?
Using all of the toothpaste. See?
Whoa, hey, baby! I thought we were just fixing the front step.
No, I got this thing all day. Just get my money's worth.
How about we give this a try?
We can take a break.
The man is cheap, but the woman is the voice of reason and logic. She comes in with the bag of McDonald's and saves the day. See, she's smart. She knew about the dollar menu. She knew how to save money the smart way, and how to tell that to the poor dumb man. And we have a father and son doing something stupid, and of course the woman comes home and catches them in the act, and they look like idiots.
What is this?
It's a special paste I invented to replace socks. We're dipping our feet in it.
Why?
Because we can't find socks that shape to our feet. We're sick of it.
Sick of it. That's really stupid.
Exactly. It is stupid. And you would only see men do stupid things in commercials. Because that's fine. But to show women doing stupid things in commercials, that's sexist. Call me crazy, but I think you should be able to advertise your product without having to make anybody look stupid. And as usual, it's the woman who knows a better way and has the actual product they're advertising. A lot of things happen here. The fact that we see the males doing stupid stuff first, and then we see the woman coming home, implies that men have more free time, and they use that free time to just goof off and act like morons. The fact that we see the woman come home later gives the idea that she's been busy, presumably at work doing something productive, and then she has to come home to the stupid males. You see, it's always the mother who keeps everything in control, and without her, there'd be such chaos. Because even if the woman is away from the father and son for a short period of time, you see what kind of mess they get themselves into. Here's another commercial where we see a father and son caught in the act of doing something stupid by the responsible and sensible female of the family. This is for Walmart.
Oh, hello. Where's your dad?
I don't know.
And that couch is fixed. Fine. What are you doing up?
We've seen these types of father and son commercials before from Badcock. He may be an innocent boy now, but he will grow up to be stupid, just like his pop. And how many times have we seen this? A woman coming home to catch a man in the act of doing something stupid. Let's take a trip down memory lane and recount the number of times this has happened thus far in the Misandry in the Media series.
Hey, Mom. What are you doing? What is that?
We're not out to change the world.
Hey, dinner.
Of all the things that happen.
Sofa. Huh? But she does like their Badcock account and the credit they get to buy anything for their home. Because with Joe, you never know.
Some people really love butter. That's why there's Blasto Butter Popcorn from Jolly Time.
And this commercial for Target will be a new addition to this list.
Seriously?
Now it's bad enough that the men are always the ones that do stupid stuff in commercials. But another thing that adds insult to injury is how these women aren't even surprised at the men's stupid behavior. As if they were expecting them to do something stupid. Like in this commercial that I featured in the 4th installment of my Misandry in the Media series. Sunroof panels fell off the roof. And how does she react? Well, let's see. Does she have a gaped mouth? No. Does she rush outside to see if he's okay? No. Just look at her face. She's just, yeah, that figures. I just knew that would happen. Here's another one like that. I briefly mentioned this commercial in the first installment of Misandry in the Media, but I couldn't get a clip of the commercial at the time. This one is for Excedrin. So it starts off with a man about to wash his deck.
Well, not washed, power washed. Big difference.
Oh, sorry, power wash his deck. Take a look.
Hey, you're gonna wash the deck. I love it.
Not wash, power wash.
Get ready, everybody. He's about to do something stupid.
Okay.
Life comes with headaches, and that's when people reach for Excedrin.
So let me get this straight. He loses control of the hose, and she gets the headache? It would make so much more sense if the man got the headache. He was the one losing control of the hose. But no, she gets the headache because she has to put up with this man's stupidity. Ugh, speaking of Excedrin, all these Misandry commercials are giving me a headache.
The deck looks great.
Oh, we just watched it.
Well, not washed, power washed. Big difference.
We just washed it. Yeah, taking credit for the work the man did. And of course he throws in his 2 cents about the difference between the washing and the power washing, and she has that look on her face like, oh geez, don't embarrass me in front of the guests. There's a whole plethora of commercials like that. Take a look at this commercial where a man goes up to a couple of women. I never understood why it's always the men who are expected to be the ones to approach women first and try to impress them. I have never seen the reversal of this. Anyway, the women aren't impressed and they give him that look.
I hate the look.
So he goes up to the diving board to try and impress them, I guess. And then, of course, they just laugh right at him. So one of them takes out a mirror and shines light directly into his eyes, causing him to fall off the diving board. And then they just laugh at him. Wow. Why did he even waste his time trying to impress them? I would just love to see a reversal of this. Why can't we ever see a commercial where a woman is trying to impress some men and the men aren't impressed by her and she makes a fool out of herself? Oh, right, I'm sorry, that would be sexist, but what we have here is perfectly okay, though. Let me ask you, why was this necessary? Did they really have to have a man making a fool of himself to advertise some drink? And did they really have to have a man look stupid and lose control of the power washer to advertise Excedrin? Hey, if your products were any good, you wouldn't need sexism to sell them. These next commercials are for State Farm. So this guy buys a Falcon because he saved money on auto insurance, and look at the expression on the wife's face throughout this entire commercial. Yeah, it's the good old, I can't believe how dumb my husband is, I can't believe I even married him type look. Anyway, she's on the phone talking to the State Farm agent in regards to the Falcon that her husband has. Yeah, she's on the phone like an adult, and the man is talking over the conversation like an immature child. In fact, with the exception of the State Farm agent, look at all the men in this commercial. You have a man with a parrot walking with his wife who has an expression on her face like, oh God, please help me, I'm with stupid. You have a guy wearing Viking horns while talking on a cell phone. A man carrying a moose head while another man is pushing a giant gumball machine. And a man wearing a samurai suit who's impressed with the Falcon while another man behind him is holding a saddle up. Can you imagine the outrage a commercial like this would get if the genders were reversed? Here's another one from State Farm.
I told you you were too close, but nobody ever listens to me. No, 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 no. I mean, who does that? Backs a car into another car? You know what? You make my head numb. I can't even... Ugh.
What a perfect expression, because that's exactly how I feel when I watch these types of commercials. Of course, the man was the one who damaged the car and should have listened to the woman.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'll take care of this. With a new boyfriend.
Yeah, dump that zero and get a hero.
Hot.
With a new girlfriend.
Oh, this is what you like.
Yes, it is.
I was perfect the way I was. Okay.
Oh, she was perfect the way she was, right? But he wasn't. And I love how the agent was just like, okay! Because that was my reaction when the woman wished for a new boyfriend and it just happened. What was that all about? They're State Farm agents, not genies. What wishing for a new boyfriend or girlfriend has to do with State Farm, I'll never know. Some people try to justify misandry by saying, they're only joking, it's not meant to be taken seriously. To that I just have to ask, why is it okay to joke about sexism against men, but not okay to joke about sexism against women? When it happens to a woman, it's sexist, but when it happens to a man, it's a joke. Either they should both be frowned upon, or both of them should be just a joke, otherwise it's a double standard. I mean, portraying violence against women as entertainment would not be tolerated. However, violence against men is acceptable, even against the ones who didn't, quote, deserve it. I mean, did Hormel really have to have a man get run over by a car in their commercial? It wasn't enough that the woman did the smart thing and had the Hormel while the man did the stupid thing and rushed out to eat, but they just had to throw in him getting hit by a car. Now, it's very rare to have a commercial that portrays a woman in a negative way. Usually, any commercials like that would be pulled faster than you can blink. But every so often, commercials like that slip through the cracks. Here is one such commercial where we see a woman annoying some people who are eating Hot Pockets. Now, this commercial may show a woman acting stupid, but it isn't sexist toward the female gender, and here's why. First of all, it's only one person acting stupid who just so happens to be female. Besides, there are women in this commercial who are not acting stupid. Second of all, commercials like these are pretty rare. Think about it. Even in the rare instances I watch TV, I see plenty of these misandric commercials. I never have to find them. They all have a way of finding me. But I never see commercials that portray women this way. I would have to actually go out of my way to search for them. In fact, I didn't even find this commercial. One of my subscribers, Spartan3357, sent this one to me. And he was searching for a commercial like this for a good while. So it goes to show you how common it is. Misandric commercials, you don't have to find, they can find you. Commercials where they portray a woman in a negative way, those you have to actually go and search for. Also, if there's any violence against women in commercials, it would certainly not be portrayed in a positive way. In fact, it would be on a commercial about stopping abuse and you'd see men as the abusers, so the commercial would still be misandric. Like I said before, violence against men, it's entertainment, right? It's a joke. But violence against women, that's something that we can't tolerate. Sexism against women is sexism, and sexism against men is funny.